Hey, what's going on, guys? This is Mast, and welcome to Scuff. Isn't it beautiful? Oh, it's beautiful. Hang on. There we go. It's beautiful. So hopefully today, I'm gonna preface this because I feel like I might need to. It is my first game of the day. That's not that big of a deal. I have not had food. I have not had coffee. I will try and not be angry. Okay. I might have to put it out there. I have not eaten. I have not drinking. I have not drinking. Okay. Am I just that big? Oh my god, dude, I thought I missed camp somehow. I thought I, like, lost blue. I'm just a big chonker of a boy, and I, like, can't even see it all. Oh. Well, I thought it'd be big cleave. Yeah, I think it'll be okay. It's a casual. I'll manage. Mostly, it's going to be a little bit of salt that I have to play Cthulhu early game. That might stand out a little bit. I think we'll be okay. I don't think I'll be ranting at the team or anything like that. I just, you know, I have a caffeine addiction, as many of us do. Unless you're a youngin' and your parents are like, no coffee yet, which I'm pretty sure is actually supposed to be like reasonable, right? I think. I don't know the science behind it. I don't have kids, except all of you, because you use carapace on that. You're all my kids. Let's not get that parasocial, right? Let's maybe not go that far. Anyways, we're playing Cthulhu. We are back with the A to Z. I'm not gonna go crazy with the A to Z. I think we're gonna try and do an A to Z every few days or so. Probably not even gonna be every other day because I want to be playing ranked and I want to be playing other picks that I might play in casuals. Can I not have my wave messed up by him playing Surtur? Please, can we not do that? So Cthulhu, I think, is really good at the moment. He's somebody that's a very weird god because he's gonna be probably just for the foreseeable, just future of all of SMITE. I think he is basically going to be an SPL god and not normally balanced to be very good outside of SPL. And the reason for that is his ultimate, with the way it works, unless they're going to rework him, which I'd be very surprised. I don't think it necessarily should. But with the way that his ultimate works, it inherently is just a big team fight god, right? And team fight gods like that always stand out in SPL and don't so much in other games for the most part. A perfect example of that is Hunbots. Hunbots is somebody that gets nerfed into the ground over and over and over again. And he's never good in casual. Well, okay, once upon a time he was good in casuals and ranked, but it's been a long time since he was actually good in those. He's maybe playable, but he's never meta, right? And that's because he's such a good SPL god. And if they want to make him not OP in SPL, they have to nerf him in a way that makes him a little underwhelming in the rest of SMITE. So Cthulhu has a similar thing, except from a much tank. I thought he was bringing the minion over to hit me with it, man. I really thought he was gonna just lug that thing over. Stop clearing the wave. Stop, like, drop everything entirely. Just let me smack this Cthulhu real quick. And I'm disappointed that he didn't, honestly. All right, we're gonna keep playing on farm mode for a while. So things to talk about with Cthulhu, aside from the actual kit itself, our laning phase is okay. In the very early game, it is gonna tend to be pretty underwhelming. And that's because we don't have wave clear yet. And part of that's because of how I'm building. I am building for late game, so I'm not going conduit. If you want to have a better laning phase, you can go conduit, and it's absolutely fine. Conduit's going to give you a ton of extra clear, but you're able to clear the wave as you get levels. It's just a little bit painful until you get those levels. So right now we're just level 4. I don't really one-shot wave, plus I dump a ton of mana for it. Maybe? Maybe free? Maybe not free. I respect the attempt. I definitely can't go up there though, because he's just gonna TP on back. I mean, right, he has TP? Yeah. I respect the attempt though, man. Yeah, we might get Thanapassived in a sec. I'm just gonna hope that I don't die. Are we good? I think we're not quite in it. All right, we do this. We could upgrade TP. I don't think it matters that much. Like, we'll just TP on back. But our laning phase is a little underwhelming to start. Then as we get a little bit deeper into the game, it gets at least like more playable because we actually get wave clear. So we'll try and get what clear we can. It's a little bit tough, but getting the 1 maxed out and getting some extra cooldown to throw it out more often is going to help a ton. It's going to make a really big difference. And we're also against Surtur though. And Surtur, given I haven't been playing the sweaty solo gods at all, I have not found anybody that does anything into Surtur if he plays just the god. If he just lands his stun and presses his buttons. Surtur is somebody that you don't really need mechanical skill to play, at least in lane. And I don't say that in a BM way. That's just like, it's just true. Like, your main thing as Surtur is auto attack with cleaves and press 3, right? So there's a little bit in terms of landing the two. Hi, we might just be dead. We might not be dead. We might be chilling. What else we doing, huh? Huh? Nice, we got a decent amount of value out of the ultimate there. A lot of self-peel. Thana, Surtur ult. Yeah, not being dead is good. I think I missed some farm over that. That's okay. I'm definitely worried Thana might go for gank round 2. Surtur's kind of playing it up like he is. We just not miss farm if we can. So yeah, our laning phase can be underwhelming. We're definitely okay at surviving ganks, especially because we're building tanky. And then as we start being able to clear wave, we're really just getting items online to set up for our mid game and late game in team fights. And especially in Season 10, I think those are disgusting. So in terms of just killing people, Cthulhu, not great, not very good at soloing people. Ironically, I'd say it's a lot better in the early game where our wave clears potato. We actually can do damage to gods because they don't have defense yet in lane. But as we get past that stage, then I think it gets a little bit tough to do much of anything in terms of one-shotting people ever. But with the recent buff to Sundering, and with Stone of Binding, and some new items and stuff like that, there's a lot of new items that Cthulhu can go into where he can literally build full tank, have maxed out prots, have over 3k HP, and do a stupid amount of damage, and even do top damage. So our late game should end up being really gross. Hopefully, hopefully we can get to it, because that's going to be the issue with this A to Z is actually getting to late game. But, I mean, so far the game's looking solid, looking balanced. But yeah, do be warned, we're going to have a boring laning phase. Just straight up. Like, it's almost impossible to avoid on Cthulhu. At least if we're not building kind of troll. And we'll actually buy words here. So let's talk about the kid a little bit. Cthulhu passive is kind of weird. He has basically 2 sets of stacks. He has stacks of Torment, and those stacks of Torment at 4 stacks evolve into stacks of Insanity. So Torment, we are going to proc on each of our abilities. For the 2, we can get 2 of them, 1 per tick. For the 3, it's a similar thing, 1 per each part of the 3, because the 3 has this middle part and the outer part. So you can get 2 procs off of that. Our 1, if they're like facing us, gets 2, if I remember right. Something like oddly specific. I think there's another way to get 2, otherwise you normally get 1. And then you also proc it with the cleave autos, and you proc it with like all of your ult stuff, and yeah. There's a bunch of different ways to get Torment. So at 4 stacks of Torment, which lasts 5 seconds by the way, Torment doesn't last very long. You really gotta just beat the shit out of somebody for a little bit. But if you get those 4 stacks of Torment, then you upgrade it to Insanity. And Insanity lasts for 20 seconds. The main feature of Insanity, even though it seems like it would do other cool stuff, is just when you won and they're insane, you consume the Insanity so they're no longer insane, but you get to fear them for 1.5 seconds. And you also get to buff your 1 a little bit. So that's really, really strong. The other parts of Insanity actually don't matter all that much. What you get are visual effects, you get audio effects, they get visual and audio effects. So they're a little bit insane. And then also, you get a little bit of power for each person that's insane. And so because those stacks last a long time, that can add up to a lot of power. But because you're Cthulhu, it doesn't matter all that much. Cthulhu is one of those gods where just power doesn't do a ton. He's somebody where you can look at his numbers overall and be like, technically, he has good scaling. But, you know, that doesn't actually matter because it takes forever to get all of his damage off. So doesn't really work to build power on him too much. It does give him a little bit of a damage boost, you know, it's there, but it's not that relevant. It's not like a crazy thing to try and abuse. You just play him the way you play him. If you get extra power, it's nice. So that basically does it for the passive, is just make people insane by playing the game, but you got to do things close together. Kind of sucks that a little bit of farm I missed is hurting me a little bit right now. Weren't quite level 9 for that, would have been nice. And now we should actually have wave clear for the most part. Whenever we're building full tank like this, no conduit or anything, it is going to tend to just straight up be like the moment we get this maxed, the clear actually feels okay. Definitely not going to compare to Surtur, but it's at least okay. By the way, I don't know for sure if breastplate is actually worth building here. Do I just back? I can't. One thing that sucks about this build, and probably sucks about Cthulhu in general, but especially without going conduit, is I can't really fight over totem or cooldown buff. If you guys are wondering why I'm not, the same way that we struggle to clear wave, I absolutely cannot do those buffs. It's literally just going to give Surtur free damage on me, and then he's going to win the buff anyways, or I'm going to lose an absurd amount of HP trying to get the buff, and then probably get killed by a gank. So I got to play it safe. We're going to play the lane just very slow, very much. Just get my wave, try and get my blue buffs. That's about it. There's not too much else we got to do right now. All right, we'll go dip. So let me start working on, yeah, I think we'll just sell this Go Binding. I've been going an early Contagion. Oh, he's actually there as we speak. I've been going an early, that's too bad. At least we get a blue buff. I've been going early Contagion a lot, and we'll definitely go Contagion at some point. I kind of want to mess with going Binding because I'm assuming if we go mid, it'll feel better. The Contagion can give us damage, and damage is good. Oh, kind of being greedy, nice. Are we actually fighting this? I mean, he's got a Surtur roll. I don't know if there's a point in me rotating. He's gonna press 4. There's an Atlas, though. What's up, boys? Bing. And he did the thing. Your boy's gone. They're gone. That's fine. I popped my shard up, but I don't even really need my shard. There we're going. Yeah, body block him in. I don't care. Did that hit me? Tickle. I got so little magic defense. I was like, there's no way that hit me. It had to have somehow missed. It really did just tickle that much. All right. Tank's looking balanced. No, don't take him away, please. There is some absolute stupid nonsense in this patch in terms of making tanks do things in very cringe ways. Contagion's ridiculous. Bluestone's OP. Sundering's fine, honestly, because Sundering, I don't need to get into the whole... I don't need to explain it all exactly, because I don't think it's worth it, but Sundering kind of like hurts itself. It doesn't exactly make sense as an item. So even though it's actually gross right now, and if we can get late game, you guys will see how gross it is, how stupid it is, you don't heal that much off Sundering, because it's kind of counterintuitive how it works. Alright, I do want to beat his ass a little bit. I don't know if I get to. I'm trying to like, okay. I was trying to not fully commit to that if I could. I was trying to like hug the tower line a little bit and not just eat a billion tower shots. Yeah, I thought we'd at least try it. Because if we got a little bit more damage where I could stick to him there, then I could de-transform early and I could dash on him and I could one him and then that could maybe kill. But it didn't look like it was going to work there. It looked like it'd be dumb to commit to that. So let's start talking about the actual kit. Let's talk about like the, you know, the non-passive stuff. By the way, this is how fun it is to do this buff. I'm about to get my ass beat. I have no secure either, so he can just walk over and come take it at any time. Here he comes. Retreat. Oh, yeah? Gotta reset a lot right there. All right, whatever. Yeah, so this is why we're not doing the buff. Because I straight up made him back, and he TP'd back, and he just walked up, and like, I don't get to do anything, man. He just gets to do what he wants. All right, hopefully I can do my blue buff. That's just a minion, we're fine. So Cthulhu 1 on its own, when it's not getting any sort of insanity for the CC, it might look like it's just a damage ability. It is absolutely not just a damage ability. It has a bunch of kind of hidden debuffs. Not hidden as in you can't see him on here, but like if you're not playing, if you don't know him, then you might not be thinking about him. But he applies an attack speed slow, and he applies damage mitigation for himself from the people that he hits with it. So basically, if I hit Surtur, let's say hypothetically I get ganked by Thana, and I'm fighting Surtur and Thana, and I want both of them. I have damage mitigation against both of them for like 6 seconds. So they'll still hit other people as hard, but I'm specifically going to be tankier, and that's really, really strong. See, we want this, probably want this. Guess we'll buy another one of these just hypothetically, just in case. I don't need to dash because I have TP, boom, boom. So while this is basically our wave clear, it's got a pretty low cooldown, it's got good damage, it's also got really strong debuffs that we're looking to use. And then if we can get insanity applied on people and consume it with the one, not only do we get that fear that I talked about earlier, but we can upgrade the damage mitigation, which you guys can see right here. So right now it's 21.5%, it started, and now it's 22. It started at 20%. So if we're actually able to brawl a lot, that's a way to evolve that basically. It's definitely a noticeable thing. But normally, you just kind of play him the way you play him. It's not something that you want to overcommit to too hard. If you can get away with it, that's great. But a lot of time, you can't. A lot of the time, like especially against Surtur here, it's like I might get myself farmed in lane if I really try and just get those stacks as often as I possibly can. Because he's capable of beating me up. Yoink. But like, we will do that a little bit. Where like, I'll lose a little bit of wave clear so I can be a little bit tankier as we get deeper in. I'm just not going to brawl him off cooldown and just die off cooldown or anything like that. We're going to chill a little bit. So yeah, that should basically do it for the one. These things last forever. Attack speed slow lasts for 3 seconds. Damage mitigation, I believe, lasts for 5 seconds. Does it not say? 6 seconds. Yeah. So really long duration effects right there. The attack speed slow is kind of random. I don't know why he has that. Cthulhu's very much not anti-ADC in any way, aside from that attack speed slow. It really, I think it's just something they kind of chucked on him at some point. Damn it, man! Baiting myself. Thought that hit everything. So that should basically do it for the one. Moving on to the two. The two is by far Cthulhu's worst ability, and that's just because it's really inconsistent and very easy to counter. I'd say more than any ability in Smite, this ability is easy to counter. Like more than Bologna 2, it's not even close, because it's really slow. Like it's slow to do any damage. Even the first tick is ridiculously slow. The first tick's actually significantly slower than the second tick. So like just to begin with, they can really easily avoid it. It's not even like they start getting hit and they get out of the second tick. Like they'll a lot of time just avoid it entirely. All right, you boys might need to calm down. And then it can also be canceled at any time. It's a channel. So if I get CC'd in basically like anything that would interrupt me ever, like knock up, silence, stun, whatever, that can break my 2 at any point, and they can, they don't have to do it right away. They can wait that ridiculously long time that it takes to cast, and yeah. So very easy to counterplay ability. However, if you actually manage to land it, whether it's not getting CC'd or just managing to hit them and they don't just walk out because they can because it's that slow, it actually does a lot of damage and has a lot of CC. So there is potential upside for sure. It's just not reliable at all. And if it ever got buffed like significantly so that it was faster, I'd say it was even worth leveling over the 3, and the 3 is really good because this does do 460 base and you lower the cooldown. But it's so easy to counterplay that I would just absolutely recommend leveling it last and leveling all your other stuff first. But because of that, there's probably specific matchups. Like if you're against somebody with just straight up no CC that for some reason has to sit in it, then sure, you can actually level it and it'll be good. But I can't even think of anybody who that would be. Probably be something kind of random. Hey, we got a totem. Wow. All right, we're also about to get TP back up, so I think I just go back for contagion here. So yeah, that should, oh, I guess, did I even fully explain the 2? The first tick starts a little bit smaller. Second tick, it gets bigger. And then you get a slow on the first tick, root on the second tick. I think we're good. I think that basically does it for it. So moving on to the 3. The 3 is really good. The 3 is disgusting. A while ago, this was probably weeks ago, I got confused because I hadn't played Cthulhu in a while. And I was wondering how in my Thor spin, I got knocked back by his 3. And the reason is his 3 does damage, it stuns, and it knocks enemies away towards the side. And that knock away not only is CC, but it's CC that sets up for part of the ability where we have these projectiles on the side that we directly knock people into. So really high damage, reasonably high mobility. It's a solid dash. It's not super slow or anything. Good CC. Normally you don't really get particularly good CC out of dashes, if any. It's actually really solid, like disruptive CC. And then you also, wait, there was something, oh yeah, you can cancel it, is really sick. So similar to Cern Dash, you can actually right click to cancel it whenever you want, and you can position yourself a little bit. Matters way less. Cthulhu has a lot of slow abilities. Getting that little min-max interaction doesn't feel as good on somebody that is just that ridiculously slow. Okay. I guess he might as well land on me. I don't know. What we doing? Okay, why are we dying back here? What happened? Nice, we min-max the CC a little bit there, wait out the beads. Hopefully we get a stick. Nice. Trying to heal the boys up a little bit. We're not going to talk about the ult right now as I'm using it, but I'll talk about it soon. Oh, that's a fat 2, right? Ooh! I'm tanking for him in case they want to go in a bit. Nice, we actually kill him with that. Yeah, I was mostly focused on just setting myself up to tank and not die the moment the moment I dash. So I got a little greedy holding it, but we still get a kill Ron. We get to get out with 1 HP, which is super worth. Definitely worked out well. All right, let me get Heartward finished up. Oh my god, calm down. So yeah, see, with our 3, we do this much damage on the basic part, which is that little rectangle in the middle, and then we have these projectiles on the side as well that can do damage of their own. So potentially hits really, really hard. There's not a ton of range to it. It's still pretty good range. Yeah, they did already do this, right? Oh, they didn't. Oh, I thought they did this before that fight. I don't know what I was thinking. I just kind of walked over. I mean, it was still worth walking over. I thought they'd be on it. Yeah, so last thing to talk about is the ultimate. The ultimate does a bunch of stuff, and it is definitely Cthulhu's main thing as a god. However, it can be very underwhelming now because it's the main thing that's gotten nerfs. Because when he came out, his ultimate was terrifying. Not like in a like lore perspective, not in like, oh my god, he looked so scary. Like he murdered the team. So it's gotten a lot of nerfs over time. It does less damage. It's more of a CC pressure ult now, and it's a lot less of a I'm gonna go kill everybody ult. But what we do with it is we get huge, okay? We get absolutely big. We cause an explosion around ourselves that does a decent amount of damage. You can see the damage right here. With that explosion, anybody hit by it suffers from the CCs on the 1. So not the fear, but the, what do you call it? The damage mitigation. The damage mitigation attack speed slow will apply off of hitting people with the explosion part of the ultimate. Nice, we get a little contagion on him. Trying to rotate over here. We can give up tower and try and help him out on gold. But you gain 20% HP, you gain CC immunity, you walk at normal speed, you get big as hell, and you gain new abilities. Nice. Yeah, a little dead. It does suck. We kind of left Shiba to die there, but we still win the fight, so I think it's fine. Oh my god, we're doing things. We killed 2 people, man. Hang on, no CC. So when we go big mode, we have our 2, which I just used, which is a long-range knock-up and is by far the best ability. Little healing for the boys. We have our 1, which is kind of like our go-to auto attack, just like basically chuck it whenever you don't have the others for the most part. Sometimes it's worth casting over the 3. The 2 is basically always better than either. Well, sometimes you need to use the 3. The 2 is basically the one you normally want to use as much as possible. Yeah, see, it's fine. Look at that. Yeah, the 1 just kind of big, slow auto attack type thing when you're big as hell. Has a little bit of prot shred. It doesn't hit crazy hard. Just use it when you need to. The 2's a long range knock-up circle. Really, really good. Not a huge knock-up, but it just, I mean, it's huge area-wise. It's not huge in terms of CC. It's not like Bacchus level. Yeah, we don't have secure for that. Trying to body block him off by being simply so fat that he can't get to him. And it seems to be working pretty well. Why did I get an immune? I didn't hit any. What? Can you see other people's immunes? I didn't hit him. So confused. Personally, I don't know why we did that. I was distracted, man. It was probably a stupid call. I was literally just talking about the kit. I don't know. And then our third ability in the ultimate is we lose a little bit of our own HP to heal teammates, and then we also do damage in a giant circle. So like the circle heals teammates and it damages enemies in it. And the damage does less if they're far away and more if they're up close. And that should basically do it for the kit. That should be everything. You guys might have gotten a little lost along the way. There's a lot of different things. I think I did an okay job of actually getting into it. There's just a lot of stuff. It's not that it's actually crazy complicated. There's just a lot of different stuff. So hopefully that makes sense. All right, we'll try and get our last little bit of farm for level 20 right now. That's going to end up being a really big power spike, is getting Sundering Axe done. Sundering Axe is ridiculous right now. And if you guys haven't noticed, I am tanky as hell. So I am going to be making it hit stupid hard. Like we have 270 Fizz Prot, 230 Magic Prot. I have 4 items. 4 items and a starter item, right? Like we are not full build yet and we're this tanky. So it's kind of gross. Hopefully we get to this guy. Oh, don't even need to get to him. Dead as hell. Oh, Raw, you're goofing, man. Yeah, he actually ate the 2. Got that Atlas is zooming. Give me that. Man, I wanted the double. Hang on, healing. Yeah, the heal's really fat, by the way. The heal's actually really, really good. It's just, you know, use it when they need it. Don't use it when they don't need it. There's definitely times where you can just be hurting yourself and everybody's full HP. So don't just spam it without thinking. Look around a little bit and get a feel. We don't need shit. Surely they don't raw ult it like last time. Alright, if he'll let me take it, I am a tanky boy, and I have no problem taking it for him. And that way he doesn't risk dying. Alright, I might end up getting off to zone a little bit if I can in a sec. Oh, we don't even need to, we're good. Nice. Yeah, thought I'd go, excuse me. I thought I'd go peek over at Don's, make sure he wasn't trying to get in, but he didn't care at all. So, by the way, highly recommend this exact build. Not necessarily binding where we got it. I only got this early because I thought we might be rotating and dealing with magicals early. So I think if you can get away with it, breastplate straight into contagion is really good, especially because contagion does actually help clear wave. If you get it, if they CC you while they're near their wave, it will do damage to their wave, so it can be really nice for that. If they're down to push left, we still have a tier 1 over here, so we should actually push it first. Not just stumbling on over because solo lane, like it is actually where we should go right now. Well, they're going to counter rotate. We doing a little something. Yeah, I'm going to wait for them to actually get over here. I'll try and grab this if I can, because it'll help us a little bit in fights. Yeah, this build is nasty, man. Like, we're not getting buffed by any sort of support prots at all right now. And, you know, I'm basically one item away from getting max prots. Like, so close. And we'll still do damage now that we have Sundering done. All right, where are the boys at right now? Why are we in mid? Yeah, but who cares that they're in middle lane? Like, there might be enemies there, but they don't have the fire giant, right? We have the fire giant. We do the pushing. Oh my god. That's such an awkward blink. I didn't think he was right. Yeah, so Sundering's good. Remember when I was hyping up Sundering? It's a little stupid. It gets a bit dumb. Give me some HP back. All right, we ate a ton from tower there, but I think I'll be okay. Oh, he's getting greedy as hell. Should just die off this. Boys, please hit him. Oh my god, man. Yeah, I'm annoyed. I'm annoyed. Saltiness is catching up to me. I need food, I need coffee. I don't know why they did nothing there. That was just good. That was just free kill and they got scared even though we have fire giant and 5 people.
Enemies at the Gold Fury.
All right, well, we'll see if we can get over here in time to stop this at all. Yeah, so this right here is the big downside of Cthulhu, is there's a ton of potential for people to just not want to follow up with you. You're not nearly as concrete of like a CC setup as like Geb or somebody, so people don't tend to do that very well, especially in casuals. You know, like it's a higher level rank, they'll tend to be better about it. But people don't tend to follow up that well, and you really need it. Yeah, look at the Sundering go, man. It's so gross. We're actually getting some follow-up right now, though, so I can tank this a bit. Trying to wait out the Sundering a little bit. Actually, Contagion will auto-proc it, so we're good. Which, by the way, is a thing. Contagion does auto-proc Sundering. Not like every time ever, but like, if it's up off cooldown, Contagion will do it. Alright, trying to not get dumpstered by Thana ult, so I'm chilling a little bit. Yeah. Not getting executed, probably good. We still can be, even though I'm big as hell. Yeah, we don't need to overcommit to this. We can just get objectives. We just build some money, because we're actually, like, even with all the objectives we're getting right now, we're basically even. Stop. Give me 600 HP. By the way, I will quickly say, if anybody's wondering why I was saying that Sundering / Warriors is a little, I guess it's only Sundering, Warriors doesn't matter that much, but it's a little counterintuitive, is the way that it's normally going to proc is, like, you normally in Smite, you hit each other at the same time, right? So if you're both full HP and you're Sundering somebody, normally if you're full HP and you're Sundering somebody, you will steal HP, but you will not gain very much, if any, HP, because you're going to be full HP. So you do chunk them, and that's good, and you do a lot because they're full HP, that's great, but then you don't get the heal out of it unless you're lower. And then if you're lower, they're probably lower, and it's not as good because they're lower, and it steals based on current health. So it's kind of a weird item because of that. Okay, actually, just a weave around that. By the way, you guys might see, sometimes I will straight up just happily use this on tanks because it does just straight up do more damage to tanks. That's too bad. Nice, Contagion procs it right there. We'll try and peel the Surtur off if possible. Nice. Yeah, we're getting 2 split up right here. He dove super deep even though nobody else was up there with him. But hopefully we can just linger. Yeah, give me the proc, Thana. Wait, what are we doing, man? Okay, that was a bit of an int. I'm not gonna get too greedy here. I have ultimate, so I can definitely do some stuff. But yeah, getting a little greedy. Peel mode. It doesn't matter. How are we missing raw ult on the big man? Not on my dash yet. All right, probably dead as hell. Yeah. Probably dead as hell. Yeah, we got super split in that fight. That fight should have been absolutely fine if we didn't get so greedy there. It's really funny. Gil got a pick on Thana inting and then immediately decided, I'm going to do the same thing. So that fight could have gone a little better. It was scuffed to start. We had our moment that he instantly ruined the moment. That sucks. And I got caught because I was trying to help him get out. And I also have potato mobility, and they have a decent amount of mobility. So normally if we are in a spot where we actually can get caught, they're gonna tend to be able to do it. Okay, hopefully they clean this up. This is so free. Nice. Right? Right? Aegis doesn't make a world of difference, please? Oh my god, it really might. That sucks. Well, that's a little greedy. Just a wee bit. If I can just TP on over. Sucks. I want my stupid Arch Druid so I can auto people and do stupid damage. Because it basically gives us full defense, and then I also just get a hit even harder. It's a little awkward on Cthulhu. Cthulhu's really not very good at auto attacking, but I'd love it if I could get it. I need to bully. Thanks. Oh man, he's kind of low, so he's a squishy. It didn't do that much. I want the big numby. Give me the big numby. Yeah, I'm gonna make a bold decision and not get wards, and instead just have entire Arch Druid, and then hope it's remotely good. And it might not be, but it definitely seems like I gotta be doing about as much damage as I can in these fights. And assuming I can auto ever, Arch Druid will help with that. Dons? Dons? Okay, this fight is terrible for them, but we're too split, so they're getting away with it. Okay, he's just booking it around back here. You think I don't see you? Heal. Yeah, we're so split for no reason, man. Like, it's unbelievable that this guy's not dead right now. It's so painful, dude. Where is our team, man? Persephone is getting insta-dove by at full HP by Athena ult. And then I am the only person coming to help, and I have no clue why, because he's just a free kill, and it's terrible. Like, he shouldn't be initiating fights like that. And somehow he's living for years. Alright, I just want to make sure they don't actually do it. Because they do have Dawn, so they still hypothetically can. See, if I can build up an Arch Druid, I can maybe kill him. I'm greeding. Yeah, I don't get to do it. That's fine. He's a zoomy boy. He went leaf mode. Can we just win the fight, please? Can we just, like, not chase off into 5 different directions and just end the game? Oh? Yeah, that was mage damage. This is Cthulhu damage. I love that, man. It's so stupid. I'm not going to back right now. We could back for wards, but it risks giving them an opportunity to go for FG, so we're just going to sit here. Yeah, it's... it's a little bit stupid what you can do, especially to tanks the Sundering. It's so much damage. And ideally, if we are a little bit lower like right now, then yeah, we can heal a little bit. And by the way, I haven't tested it yet. I think there might be some stupid interaction where Sundering gets nerfed by out-of-combat anti-heal, but I could be wrong. Because I feel like a lot of the time it doesn't actually steal the HP all the way. Okay, well there it did, so maybe I'm wrong. Yeah, not something I've noticed in this game. I've noticed it in other games. All right, well, we are getting fairly grouped, which I like. Go for a little 2 again in a sec. Keep poking him out. I don't know if Rahiel's going to do much for him here. We can just do Pyro. No, not big. Calm down. I wanted to get to Thana there. They're really overextending on that. Okay, now they're committing to FG, but Shiba's getting farmed because he's the one tanking it. So that's a little spooky. Okay, I'm just going to try and peel. They're committing pretty hard. Let me try and zone him off. Okay, we did get it. That's good. I don't have my 3 yet, so I can't heal him. Big body block. Oh, so close. Dana, stop. Oh my god, man. Hey, Contagion gave me a heal. We probably lose off that. I don't know what I can do right now. We are so all over the place. We're so ridiculously all over the place. I called to do Pyro. They end up doing FG. They only partially commit to FG. I zone it off so we can do FG. We still almost lose it anyways. I don't know what to do, man. I don't know what to do, but we're getting good stuff done with Cthulhu. We just can't solo carry with him. It's not possible. But at least they don't get FG. That's nice. That's something. Yeah, they should get free Phoenix, though. So we'll hope we can have one decent fight, and then if we never get that, then that's just going to be game. Do they go for the panic end? No, they go mid. That's smart. I don't think they get a panic end. By the way, binding is gross. Binding got significantly buffed in this update so that it's a tier 3, and that means it has better stats. And it's a really big difference for it. Oh, I don't quite catch him. That sucks. I don't have ult, so I can't kill him. So close, man. Yeah, boy is too zoomy, and I am too not. Do it. I should have eaten the taunt on purpose so I could spread contagion and get a Sundering proc. And I'm not trolling. Alright, gold's up, right? I think. It's so gross. Excuse me?
Cancel that.
No, can we not? Okay, that's fine. Feel like we probably should have been able to if they just went to it right away, because most of their team had backed. And if they came in, we should have had a moment to fight. But, like, if we're not going to do it, there's no point in being here. Yeah, that's what I'm doing. Look at that beautiful potato wave clear. I do so much. So the nice thing is Fire Giant will come up fairly soon. Actually, I don't know if that's nice. Sir, tell me you're going to ult out of this, right? You're going to ult out and live, more importantly. Because I don't know if he lives. I think he might have just died. Boys, please do not die trying to... Oh my god. Dude, this is actually my life on Cthulhu, man. This is my life on Cthulhu. There's just like... They just can't help themselves. I have done so much, and it just doesn't matter. Because you're just like a general impact god. So like, you don't get enough follow-up a lot of time on the actual like CC and stuff. And the pressure. God, that's gross. Like, look at, I am 1v5 and I'm doing this much. Oh my god. Give me the raw. Oh. Yeah, believe it or not, I don't think we're winning that. I don't think we're winning the 1v5. Yeah, good job, man. You did kill me 1v5. That was worth it. That was worth the spam laugh. Yeah. Top damage tank Cthulhu. We did what we could. But the build's really gross. Like, it's ridiculous. I can eat so much damage. I can CC and disrupt so much. It's ridiculous. Like, the amount of damage, CC, and then damage taken that you can get done with this pick right now. Like, he's probably, if the items don't get nerfed, he's probably going to get some stupid nerfs. Yeah, not only did we do top damage, Persephone was close. Persephone did big mage damage, did more than anybody on their team. But, like, both of these were way higher than anybody else on the team. That, like, crazy impact level damage. But unfortunately, it didn't matter this game. But thank you guys for watching. Hopefully you all enjoyed the video. And I'll see you all in the next one.
I've been seeking for the glory. Say my name. And I've been trying to write my own story in the search for fame. I'm sitting here in this empty room. Walls keep tumbling down.